lift doors are closing, leaving you trapped in an airless, windowless coffin, hurtling downwards at 100 miles an hour.
The plane's about to land in Glasgow. Passengers are reminded to set their watches back 25 years. It was a magic mirror that showed the future, and in it, Harry seemed to be a 30-year-old actor appearing in something called The Bill.
I'm sorry, Harry. I'm having a baby, and it's yours, said Professor McGonagall.
What's that, Joker? You'll be back. Somehow, I don't think you will be.
No, R. Kelly, you can't join the Fantastic Four. It's not enough to believe you can fly.
I may not seem as dangerous as other supervillains, but soon I, Dr. Sheep, will rule the world. Bang!
Why are we speaking English?
I'm afraid we can't afford goggles. So what we're going to have to do, we're all going to have to go like this.
You've each been selected for this mission because you're unknown to the enemy and you each have a special skill. Professor Hawking, John Leslie, Phil Neville, the Wu-Tang Clan, Usher, the Sugar Puffs Monster, and Daniel Day-Lewis. Welcome to Operation Mindfuck.
Here, children as young as 8 are forced to earn their own living. More polish! More polish! I want to see my face!
Can you hear the bombs falling? No? That's because they're in Baghdad. I'm here in Peckham.
News just in. Go to a break, your wife's been hit by a truck.
Dear BBC, I watched a light entertainment programme on your network the other night that wasn't hosted by Graham Norton. Is he ill?
Dear BBC, how did you manage to get those hippos to swim in a circle?
Dear Points of View, I would like to complain about the weird voice you're reading out my letter in.
Unlikely small ads.
Did you see a hit and run in the Cromwell Road on Tuesday night? Please get in touch, because I'm keen to silence any witnesses.
Parents, worried about unruly teenagers ruining your house? You need my book, My House, My Rules, by Joseph Fritzl.
Please get in touch. Our eyes met yesterday. You were the blonde undressing in the bedroom. I was the man lurking in your garden. House prices falling, debts rising, feel like you can't quite cope. Pull yourself together!
Anger management CDs for sale. Don't ring before noon.
Things you didn't hear at the Olympics.
I am the little girl from the opening ceremony. This is my real voice.
And it's gold for Ireland! And it...
Go again, man, go again. Do it.
And there's fuck all for Ireland!
No, I'm not letting you off for the last Ireland joke. You're not getting on again for the rest of the show. You are not doing another one for the rest of the show, all right?
And here comes...
Hugh Davis.
And here... was after I heard the buzzer that I realised there was one thing I hadn't heard at the Olympics, right, was fuck it.
And the French have 4 faults: their language, their food, their underarm hair, and the fact that they are French.
Unlikely things to hear on a children's TV programme.
This drawing has been sent in by Robert, age 9. That's a shit drawing, Robert. There are children your age in China who can make shoes. There's a rumour that the Teletubbies have been infiltrated by Al-Qaeda. Have you, Tinky Winky? Have you, Dipsy? Rashid?
Flobber-dobber-dob, said Bill. Bloody foreigners, said Ben.
Are your mummy and daddy out of the room? Good. Listen, you're adopted.
Lines you wouldn't hear in a horror movie.
I am Lucifer, Lord of the Night! And tonight I'll be singing Complicated by Avril Lavigne.
He's making a suit out of women's skin. Gok Wan has gone too far this time.
No, I'm sorry, Freddie. I think your sat-nav's on the blink. This is Elm Crescent.
The child is vomiting, its head is rotating, and it seems to be possessed by the devil. However, Britain's social services have visited 20 times, and they think everything's okay.
From the makers of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre comes the Swindon Lawnmower Kerfuffle.
Our next topic is unlikely things to hear on a breakfast show.
And now it's time for Thought for the Day. That was a good one.
Welcome to Travel Report. We've got a text here from Dave on the M5 who says, ha ha ha, every morning you leave for work, I pop round and shag your wife.
So if you're trying to get in via Junction 2, stop it. It's against nature, and the Bible says no.
Hello, I'm doing a survey into the effects of replacing milk on your Weetabix with Red Bull.
Welcome to Radio Tourette's, you shit monkeys.
You may think of it as a breakfast show. I had mine at 4:30.
Unlikely things to hear on a history documentary.
Now follows a documentary about the Queen Mother, which contains nudity and strong language from the start.
And it was here, at this exact spot that faced with 30,000 baying Frenchmen, that Henry V shat himself.
2 world wars and 1 World Cup. Doodah.
1547. Nostradamus predicts the rock group the Kaiser Chiefs. He also predicts a riot.
On one side of battle stood William of Orange. On the other side, Charles of O2 and Richard of Vodafone.
So it was my job to assassinate Himmler. So I stood behind the tree and waited for his car to come round the corner. Then I leapt out and I said, boo! Sometimes all we had was the element of surprise.
The Loch Ness Monster. Fact or fiction? Fiction. Good night.
I was in the parachute regiment. I was dropped over occupied territory. 4,000 feet, 3,000, 2,000. I pulled the cord. My cagoule tightened.